Welcome to Malaysia, where the future meets the forest and every street hides a story. Right, let's get one thing straight. This isn't just another holiday destination. This is a sensory overload, a beautiful, chaotic, stunning symphony of cultures, flavors, landscapes, all packed into one incredible country. Forget everything you think you know. We're about to dive headfirst into a place where towering glass skyscrapers share a skyline with ancient rainforests, and where the call to prayer echoes over streets sizzling with the most incredible food you've ever tasted. This is a journey of contrast, of beautiful, brilliant harmony. Right, look at this. Just drink it in for a moment. This isn't just any city skyline, it's a declaration. A testament to what's possible when ambition meets the horizon. Kuala Lumpur. The name itself, meaning muddy confluence, whispers of humble beginnings, of two rivers meeting in a marshy jungle. But the city that stands here today is anything but muddy. It's a metropolis forged in tin, tempered by trade, and polished to a brilliant shine. Arriving here hits you like a shot of double espresso. It's an immediate, full-body immersion. The tropical humidity wraps around you like a warm blanket. The air thick with the scent of rain on hot asphalt, fragrant street food, and expensive perfume. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Bold, powerful. This city doesn't just move, it pulses. It gets your heart racing, syncing your own rhythm to its relentless, electrifying beat. And dominating that beat, conducting the entire urban orchestra, are the twin titans of the skyline. And there they are, the Petronas Towers. For a time, the tallest buildings on Earth, and still the tallest twin towers in the world. They aren't just structures, they are the country's modern identity cast in steel and glass. They rise from the ground with an impossible grace, a vision of the future that simultaneously honors the past. The architect, Cesar Pelli, based their floor plan on the Rub El Hizb, an 8-pointed star common in Islamic art, a beautiful, subtle nod to Malaysia's heritage. They are two colossal silver rockets poised for launch. Their stainless steel skin captures the shifting moods of the tropical sky, reflecting the fiery sunset and the deep indigo of twilight. This is a masterpiece of engineering, a symbol of ambition that redefined a nation's skyline and its place in the world. And when night falls, the transformation is breathtaking. They light up like a pair of crystal chandeliers, casting a powerful, reassuring glow across the entire city, visible for miles around. And connecting them, 170 meters up, is the Sky Bridge, a tightrope for giants. It's not just a walkway, it's a symbol of connection, a bridge between two pillars of progress, engineered to slide and sway as the towers move in the wind. You stand at their base, craning your neck, feeling utterly dwarfed. The scale is almost impossible for the mind to process. You're surrounded by a chorus of gasps and camera clicks from people all over the world, all sharing in the same moment of wonder. This isn't just architecture, it's a spectacle, a pilgrimage site for lovers of design and dreamers alike. The towers stand guard over KLCC Park, a 50-acre tropical lung in the heart of the concrete jungle. Here, families gather on the grass, children chase pigeons, and as evening arrives, the fountains of Lake Symphony dance to light and music, mirroring the grandeur above. As evening settles, a different kind of music begins. The adhan, the Islamic call to prayer, drifts over the skyline, a soulful, ancient melody weaving through the canyons of modern steel. It's a profound reminder of the city's spiritual heart, beating calmly beneath the surface of its commercial rush. But if the towers are the city's ambitious mind, then its soul, its glorious, chaotic, and insatiable stomach, is found on the streets. And no street is more alive with flavor than Jalan Alor. This is where Kuala Lumpur comes to feast. The air is a heady perfume of grilling meat, sizzling garlic, and the unmistakable pungent aroma of durian, the king of fruits. Hundreds of spices mingle in the humid air. Huge woks erupt in dragon's breath flames as chefs perform a fiery ballet. It's loud, it's crowded, it's hot, and it is utterly, undeniably delicious. This is the city's heartbeat, felt not in the sky, but right here, at the table. Leaving the gleaming towers of the mainland behind, we cross the iconic Penang Bridge, suspended between the modern world and a bygone era. We arrive in Georgetown, the vibrant, beating heart of Penang Island. And let me tell you, this is a completely different beast. The frantic pace of the metropolis melts away, replaced by something else entirely. It's like stepping back in time, into a living, breathing museum. The air feels different here, slower, heavier with history. It's thick with the scent of salt from the Malacca Strait, mingled with the sweet fragrance of frangipani and the ever-present, tantalizing aroma of food cooking over charcoal. Every corner whispers a story. Every faded shutter holds a secret. This city was one of the 3 British Strait settlements, a vital trading post that drew merchants, migrants, and dreamers from all corners of the globe. That legacy is etched into the very foundations of the city. In 2008, its unique architectural and cultural townscape was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you can absolutely see why. The designation isn't just for the grand colonial buildings, but for the thousands of shophouses that line these streets. They represent a unique fusion of Eastern and Western influences, a style that tells the story of the city's multicultural soul. The multiculturalism here is not just a buzzword, it's the city's very DNA. For centuries, Chinese traders, Indian merchants, Malay fishermen, and European colonists have lived and worked side by side. They didn't just coexist, they created something new, a rich cultural tapestry that is uniquely Penang. This harmony is most tangible in the city's spiritual landscape. You turn a corner and you're at the magnificent Kapitan Kaling Mosque, a testament to the city's long-standing Indian Muslim community. Its Mughal-style domes and turrets rise gracefully against the sky, a serene anchor in the bustling city. The call to prayer echoes softly through the streets, a sound as integral to Georgetown as the clang of a wok. Walk just a few more steps, and you're enveloped in the thick, sweet smoke of incense. You've arrived at the Goddess of Mercy Temple, or Kuan Yin Teng. It's one of the oldest Chinese temples in Penang, a whirlwind of activity where devotees come to seek blessings, their hopes and prayers rising with the fragrant smoke. Then, just down the road, an explosion of vibrant colors signals the Sri Mahamariamman Temple. Its towering gopuram is covered in hundreds of intricate sculptures of Hindu deities, each one a masterpiece of craftsmanship. The air here is filled with the sound of temple bells and the scent of jasmine garlands. And completing this street of harmony is the stoic elegance of St. George's Church, the oldest Anglican church in Southeast Asia. Its pristine white columns and stately presence speak of the colonial chapter in Penang's history. 4 major world religions, all within a few minutes' walk. This isn't just tolerance, it's a celebration of shared space and mutual respect. But the culture here isn't confined to historic buildings. The art is everywhere. The city itself is the canvas. In 2012, Lithuanian artist Ernest Zakharevich was commissioned to paint a series of murals, and in doing so, he transformed the city's relationship with its own walls. These are not just paintings, they are interactive murals that have become as iconic as the heritage buildings they adorn. They blend real-life objects, a bicycle, a swing, a motorcycle, with painted figures, inviting you to become part of the art. They've sparked a citywide movement, with art now blooming in the most unexpected of alleyways. And then, there's the food. To come to Penang and not dive headfirst into its culinary scene would be a crime. This is, without exaggeration, one of the greatest street food cities on the planet. Here, food is more than sustenance. It's culture, it's community, it's an obsession. You have to try the Assam laksa. Forget every other laksa you've ever had. This is Penang's signature dish, a tangy, sour, fish-based broth, fragrant with lemongrass and galangal, topped with fresh mint, pineapple, and a pungent, funky dollop of shrimp paste. It's a complex explosion of flavor that is utterly addictive. Or the legendary char kway teow. Flat rice noodles, prawns, cockles, and bean sprouts, all stir-fried over an impossibly high heat. The result is smokier, spicier, and infused with that magical, elusive flavor known as wok hei, the breath of the wok. That char, that smokiness, that is everything. Eating here is a deeply communal experience. You see the pride on the hawkers' faces, many of whom have been perfecting a single dish for generations. And everywhere you look, you see this beautiful harmony between old and new. An ancient shophouse on the outside, a hip, modern cafe within. A centuries-old recipe served to a new generation. In Georgetown, the past is not something to be preserved behind glass. It's the living, breathing foundation upon which the future is built. Right, let's get one thing straight. You think you know history? You think it's all dusty books and monochrome photographs? Well, prepare to have that notion completely shattered. Because Malacca isn't just a city. It's a vibrant, sprawling epic written in stone, spice, and water. This UNESCO World Heritage Site doesn't just tell you about the past. It grabs you by the hand and pulls you right into the heart of it. Forget what you've read. Malacca will make you rethink everything. This isn't a museum piece preserved under glass. It's a living, breathing recipe book of empires, where every corner turned reveals another layer, another flavor, another ghost from a bygone era. For over 600 years, this was one of the most vital trading ports on the planet. A coveted jewel on the strait that bears its name. The world came here, not just to trade, but to stay, to build, and to blend. And the best place to start feeling that pulse is right here, down by the river. This waterway isn't just a scenic backdrop, it's the city's artery, its original superhighway. Close your eyes for a moment. You can almost taste the centuries on the humid air, a complex blend of sea salt, fragrant spices, and sweet frangipani. The ghosts of history are your constant companions. You can almost hear the creak of timber from Portuguese galleons heavy with plunder, see the disciplined sails of Dutch East India Company trading ships, and picture the elegant vessels of the original Malay Sultanate that founded this incredible port city. They all converged here, their ambitions and cultures clashing and merging, leaving an indelible mark on the city's soul. And you can't miss their statements. Just look at the stark, imposing lines of the Dutch Stadhuis. That deep terracotta red isn't just paint, it's a declaration. Believed to be the oldest surviving Dutch building in the East, it's a masterpiece of colonial architecture. This was the center of government, a bold statement of power and order that has stood for centuries, anchoring what is now known as the Red Square. It's a story told in solid walls and heavy timber, tales of conquest and cannons, of a meticulously organized trading empire replacing a swashbuckling one. The nearby ruins of the Portuguese fortress, a Famosa, whisper of the battles fought for control of this strategic prize. But Malacca's story isn't just about forts and governors, it's written in its flavors. This is where the world's culinary map was redrawn. The Portuguese brought chilies from the New World, forever changing the palate of Southeast Asia. The Dutch brought their love for structure, their pastries, and their stews. But it was the Malay Sultanate that provided the foundational flavor, the aromatic soul of the land. From this incredible fusion, a new culture was born, the Peranakan, or Baba Nyonya. Chinese traders married local Malay women, creating a unique and sophisticated society with its own language, intricate beadwork, and most famously, its food. This is the heart of Malacca's cuisine. Sweet, sour, salty, spicy. It's a dazzling dance on your palate. A bowl of Nyonya laksa here is not just a meal. It's a history lesson in a bowl. This spirit of fusion extends beyond the kitchen. Wander down Jalan Tokong, or Harmony Street, and you'll witness something truly profound. Here stands the Kampung Kling Mosque, one of the oldest functioning mosques in the country. Its craftsmanship is breathtaking. But look closer. You'll see a traditional tiered roof reminiscent of Sumatran and Hindu design, elegant Corinthian columns from the west, and ornate Victorian chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. It's a mix that should be jarring, but instead, it's bold, confident, and it just works. It's a testament to a community that absorbed influences without losing its identity. And just steps away, you'll find the Chung Hoon Teng Chinese temple and the Sri Poyatha Vinayagar Murthy Hindu temple, coexisting for centuries. As night falls, Malacca transforms again. The heat of the day gives way to a cool river breeze, and the city lights up, casting a magical glow. Taking a river cruise becomes a journey through a storybook. It's romantic, mystical, and intensely alive. You're not just looking at buildings, you're flipping through the pages of a history book that you can touch, smell, and feel. From its humble beginnings as a fishing village to its zenith as a global trading hub, and its rebirth as a cultural treasure, Malacca is a city of layers, of resilience, of extraordinary fusion. It's an absolute masterclass in how history shapes the present. Right. From the heat and history of the lowlands, we climb. Up into the clouds, where the air turns crisp and the world turns green. A rolling ocean of tea plantations blanket the hills. Agriculture as art. The sheer scale is humbling. From tender plucking to rolling and drying, a cup that tastes of the mountain. A little piece of England creating something new. Where order meets chaos. A primeval world, whisper out of respect. Nature's kitchen, predator and prey. The tension between cultivated and wild gives the region its soul. It's a perfectly balanced dish, contrasting textures and flavors that create something unforgettable. Stunning. Forget everything you think you know about forests. This is the real deal. Taman Negara, one of the oldest rainforests on the planet. Stepping into this jungle is like stepping back in time. A living, breathing, primal world. Swaying bridges 40 meters up, not for the faint of heart. You are in their world, monkeys, birds, orchids, a multi-layered city. At first, a wall of sound. Then each instrument reveals itself. The artery of the park, carving through green walls. Scale shifts, life thrives, culture endures. A living museum, and a reminder of what we stand to lose. A privilege to witness a world ancient, powerful, profoundly wild. Right, forget your Michelin stars. This is a different kind of perfection. Kinabalu is a living, breathing giant. This is a pilgrimage, nature's pantry, species you've never dreamed of. True guardians, a spiritual ancestral bond. Not speed, persistence, the final push before dawn, reaching for the stars. The world below set on fire, transcendent. The flavor of victory. You've been through the fire and come out stronger. Kinabalu is waiting. Don't be an idiot sandwich and miss it. All right, now listen up. This is not a zoo. This is a hospital. This is a school. The people of the forest given a second chance. Passionate, heroic work. Graceful, deliberate. Intelligence in their eyes. Personalities and a complex family structure. You can't rush this. Trust and patience. A wake-up call, not guilt, responsibility. The final course, success when they no longer need you. Proof the program works, responsible tourism done right. You've witnessed resilience, compassion, unbreakable spirit, absolutely unforgettable. Right, after the intensity of the mountain and the sanctuary, it's time to change the pace. Welcome to Langkawi. Recalibrate, breathe. The rhythm is slower, a perfect counterpoint to the city. A labyrinth of waterways, a vital nursery for marine life. Quiet, powerful, mesmerizing. One of the steepest rides in the world. Payoff staggering. A masterpiece of engineering, walking on clouds, pristine white sand beaches, do nothing, brilliantly, legend and romance woven into the island's soul. Fiery oranges to deep purples and soft pinks, nature's grand finale. Thrill and tranquility, modern engineering and ancient stories, a beautifully composed dish, complete menu of experiences, sanctuary for the soul, simply gorgeous. Right. Forget the hustle, forget the noise. The only schedule here is the tide. You just wade in. A bustling underwater metropolis, a ballet of life, fragile, breathtaking, humbling, a sleeping dragon in the South China Sea, dual personality, laze or trek to hidden waterfalls, world-class diving, vast walls, secret passages, scale that stuns, life all around you. You just have to stop and marvel. Epicenter of marine biodiversity, a privilege to witness. Fills you with wonder and respect for the ocean's power and beauty. All right, get ready for something truly epic. A shimmering beacon of faith. The air hums, Stairway to Heaven, and Cardio. Murugan below, the city beyond. A grand subterranean cathedral built by nature. Cool, damp relief, devotion palpable. Offerings and blessings in a carved cavern of faith. On festival days, the cave explodes into color. You've witnessed something truly special, something profound. Right, we're hopping over to Borneo, Kuching, the city's living room, Tambang's ferry for a few coins, old world and new together, a graceful S-shaped statement, aromas everywhere, sit, eat, watch the world, a living museum, life-sized dwellings, authentic craft by community hands, warm, personal, engaging, a vibrant, colorful performance. You leave with understanding and appreciation. Beautiful. Right then, let's get one thing straight. A proper beating heart on the South China Sea. You've seen nothing until you've stood here. Fresh, honest flavor. Prawns the size of your fist. A world away, minutes from the city. Waiting for the show, a slow burn. A masterpiece unfolding over half an hour. The perfect accompaniment to the visual feast. A harmony of flavor and spectacle. Balance of wild thrills and profound, simple joy. With something delicious in your hand. Right. Hold on a minute. A city born from a blueprint. A vision. You feel like you've driven onto a film set. 15,000 worshippers. Serene, modern interpretation of tradition. Bridges as masterpieces. Sculptures you can drive across. Precision embraced by greenery. A garden city. Calm, organized, breathable. Urban planning as an art form. Modern doesn't mean soulless. Beauty, green, harmony. The elegant dessert course of Malaysia's tasting menu. Surprising and impeccably presented. Right, let's get one thing straight. A lung for the soul. Serene, preserved, real. A perfect balance under magnificent old trees. If you think it's sleepy, you're wrong. A culinary giant. Elegance and depth in a bowl. Plump, juicy, crisp. Simple, honest, utterly breathtaking. Cleanses the palate, lingers sweetly. Rich, aromatic, caramel-like finish. History in a bowl. Legacy of flavor and community. Gritty, real. Some of the best food you'll ever eat. Absolutely fantastic. Right. Forget everything you think you know about travel. Air so clean it feels like your first breath. No skyscrapers, no jams, just emerald patties. Masters of the land. Respect, not exploitation. Living homes, shared stories and meals. A lesson in community and resilience. Menu written by the jungle. Simple methods, honest flavor. Soft aromatic rice, smoky, deeply satisfying. Essence of sunshine, pure bliss. A reset for the soul. Authenticity rare and precious. Absolutely beautiful. So there you have it. What a journey. Malaysia isn't just one thing, it's 1,000 at once. The call to prayer over future towers, and the quiet wisdom of a longhouse elder. Stories woven into the national fabric. A dynamic, living conversation, especially on the plate. Trek an ancient rainforest in the morning, rooftop cocktail at night, spiritual solace, then vibrant energy. Surprise around every corner. Come for the adventure, stay for the stories. Now, get out there and explore. Subscribe for more journeys and find the full guide below. Don't just watch it, live it. Beautiful.